I'm the black box, I survived it all. Always chasing the night before with a knife and fork. Cradle this baby's body, gotta get back to sleep. This life's a bore, and when the morning calls it's time to brawl. Scoffing the beta blockers, it's all too much, back to the sweetest nothing. Queasy often, always seeking sleazy offerings. The measly crumbs pour through the table in abundance. Keep me gobbling on the bottle of mediocrity, searing hot. My demons dog me to try and steer me off. Drag these legs through the sleet and fog, but I skewed the plot and forgot what I'm dreaming of. I saw the helicopter, I wrote the melodrama, I read the teleprompter, sometimes it's God I ponder. My mummy cooked the okra, thinking of ancestors we lost in translation or painstakingly forsaken. Best to forget I sip the echinacea, more like second nature. Everything I say is heavily premeditated. I play the chime with my innards. I'm in a punk band screaming everything is photo worthy. What drives my obsession? You were the life of the party. I'd hibernate till you'd finish. The past is a prison, and going back is wise or it isn't. It's all the same though. Feeling like I'll die from the distance and trying to pay a bill from arts like hunting light in abyss. Behind the latch there's just void and rats. The roofs collapsed. We left that honeymoon glow back at your student flat where we schmoozed and laughed. I'm stooped over, bruised and taxed, swallowing seismic waves, chewing over, chewing the facts. It's all a drag, I'm falling back off kilter, vision still sinking slow. Gone are the days where I'm writing rhymes, now I'm building bows. Cut off my footnotes in quill and coal. Never learned to dance myself, I just hid my hell inside a winter coat. Hold me close, let me comatose tenfold. I need everything to know me like some benzos, a wedding ring. Find me anything to kill some time, a soliloquy, a lullaby. We were so close. We were so close, yeah. What survives us feeling peace of mind? Another year trying to pass me by. We got so close, we got so close, yeah. Back when everything was off the sun, and I'd never even show my gun. We were so close, we got so close, da-da-da-da-da. Fill my body up with empty pride, though I never found a finish line. I was so close, I got so close, yeah. Started with the wallpaper and spread. Now I feel it in the floorboards again. I can feel it in my wrinkles, the sweat. I can see it in the trinkets we kept. You reel it in and say it's a friend. I scurry, I scuttle, it's on my flesh. It's on my breath, it's on my chest. It's in the air, don't tell me it's in my head. Lay me down, sleepless night at bay. Lay me down, I thought it felt like rest. Must be ahead of a bed, my bayonet of a bed. Lay me down, don't trample on my tail. Lay me down, I was always second best. Lay me down, just don't kick me while I'm dead. All bespoke, dare I ask if you're depressed? Ever wonder if maybe it's just a mess? Ever ponder whether maybe there's a problem? A bag of bones, they made a broth for me to profit. I live at home, can't pay the rent, I flare my nostrils. I phone a friend and search the Torah for some answers. I lived this life so many times, don't need your banter. Why does it feel like for freedom need a ransom? You ever think to get to them I need a cannon? Just another ballerina of the mantra. Everybody always dreams of greener pastures, only to find that we refine the dirty habits, and that there's moths by every light eating a passion. We were both Aurora Borealis, but felt dizzy in the dance hiding our cancers. Ever break a tooth on a silver spoon out of anger? Feel sorry for yourself and wish it never even happened? I did. Pain, death, go golden time too. I woke up all in my head. I wear my dreams like a cloak and take a sip of my brew. When being engulfed by her, take a photo with you. I wear this chamber like a sleeve, it's only beating for you. I said the day's blasé, I'm just a shrub in the mud, asleep by the sycamore tree. It pay me like pulling the root. I'm only stunting for growth, shrouded like sand on the tide. Prefer a life in your shadow, I hope you find something new. Just don't cast me away, I've been a creature of habit, hiding the cracks of your lips, loiter the gap in your tooth, cliff hanging on to each word. Don't conjure dread and let go. The last 6 months have been a stupid pinch myself for the rules. Growing older, kicking heels, feeling droopy in the blues. I hold the truth just like a noose and go in cruise control. Do the Sundance by the ledge, belly flopping, chewing lead. I'm living proof until I'm dead that you can lose it all. Yeah. I've been an old boy for too long, too long. I've been an old boy, capsized, derelict, same city, same suit on. 2 bears in a pod, never left, I was there in the smog. I can feel you there when you not. I've been floating around in the fog, made a life, I just joined in the dark. Spill my body and open the box, Barry and boycott the boy. It's been a hell of a run. I've been an old boy, I've been an old boy for too long. Yeah, I've been an old boy, I've been an old boy for too long. My head's a circus, I get used to the inertia. Force the flute to feel eternal, curse the wound that only worsen. Aloof is my only constant, you in my social circle. What's the word that lifts the burden? Reporting a missing person, I'm here, but void of gumption. I'm Wurzel Gummidge, flew by the winds of change, and that's for birds of prey. Back in the day I blossomed, flourished. Now I'm just moss on the rubble, missing the cuddle, crossing the puddle. It's all life-size, lost in the puzzle. All is cordial, you gotta love it. Trying to stomach tomorrow, a hard act to swallow. Pray that there's laughs to follow with frolic and honeysuckle. A sucker for happy endings, a glutton for your affection, and pondering why it ended. Don't worry about my ascension, hear them trumpets calling. I've been an old boy for too long, too long. I've been an old boy, capsized, derelict, same city, same suit on. 2 bears in a pod, never left, I was there in the smog. I can feel you there when you not. I've been floating around in the fog, made a life, I just joined in the dark. Spill my body and open the box, Barry and boycott the boy. It's been a hell of a run. I've been an old boy, I've been an old boy for too long. Yeah, I've been an old boy, I've been an old boy for too long. Yeah, were you my lover or a Tamagotchi? Cause when you left it felt like Nagasaki. Yeah, this ain't my head, it's like an outer body. I ain't no martyr for love, you ain't no martinet. But every rigid obsession destined and carved in flesh had me breaking pools of sweat. The carnal wet, trying to harbor less. I spindle a swaddle from a ball of stress. I hold the pillow to my chest, try and simmer the mess. Pregnant with heavy regret, until the water break I bear the brunt. You the air in my lung, I suffocate the flame. Now my only source of light is scarce and shunned. You ever feel like the breeze don't blow? When the sun don't shine, then the seas don't grow. Ever feel like you lost your name? When the tide don't change, so the pain don't fade. Got you searching for some. Yeah, I've been sleeping in the sun. I never meant to demonize your fun. We used to wish away the winter and you keep me on the run. I've begun to find myself inside a foreign skin. Now I'm staring at this pile of myself, holding the grudge, and I've become a product of the day, another month. I've been nurturing the custard palace, feel like a slum, feeling gaslight drunk. I do it to myself, now I'm lurking in the mirror like I wanna buy a gun. Carrying the mountain instead of marrying the fountain with nobody, it's a clutch. I just been limping around the slum. Guess you really want my crutch, this life is wheezy and I'm needy like I'm breathing out my lung. Remember feeling like I'm shunned, what I felt when I was young. What I felt when I was young. You know, I felt it in my gut and I felt you on my tongue. Not too quick to call it love, but 3 years ain't enough. Grievances, grievances, grace me my grievances. Find all of the meaning of all of these grievances. Always so tedious, for higher than steeples of grievances, grievances. Grace me my grievances, The spirit is leaving us, always so tedious, always so
devious.
all of these grievances.
Please don't call me.
Baby, please don't call.
Please don't call me.
Baby, please don't call.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready at all. I'm not ready at all. I'm not ready at all. Grievances, grievances, brace me my grievances. Find all of the meaning of all of these grievances. Always so tedious, fall higher than steeples of grievances, grievances. Brace me my grievances. The spirit is leaving us, always so tedious, always so
Devious.
all of these grievances. Ever feel this sickly on an empty stomach? Yeah, baby, I've been gone with the wind. I did the binge and waltzed the city, trying to cleanse my gullet. Swung the circle, woke her back here again. We sung before Venice did. Bee stung on my penmanship. The piggyback right broke my spine, made a landmine in my sentiment. We sung before Venice did. And my ego, honey, I shrunk the kids. We sung before Venice did. Now I'm back here on my genesis.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, or break it to coax the cataclysm. We just some cogs keep twisting, souls be missing. Try illicit meaning, tinker with the system, and they scorn you like some inquisition. More ambition, capital driven, Dracula drains all my children. The meek inherit real kingship. Blessed is the peasant, severed is my weapon from fellowship with devils. Tried and tested, I only scribe indelibles. Our predecessors left us in clouds of mess. I slit my wrist trying to find the message in the mesh. Time pressure pressing on my chest of treasure. Lioness stomped on my head, a muzzle taught to praise my death. It's all the mating call, I guess, that lost the law. We cuddle God when nothing's left and wash the shore. I'm just a Sundance movie in solitude, dazed and confusing. The narrative intended loosely. In the end, I meet my maker like the Moonies, the potter and the clay, sculpted with great dismay, but found the boogie. My drip like Pharaoh, rock the kufi. My drip like Pharaoh, rock the kufi. But it don't stop like clocks or blood in clots. As a child I hid to cry a lot, trying to swim with a satchel full of quartz and rocks. The cause of loss, it's all a lot.
You ever feel this sickly on an empty stomach? Yeah, baby, I've been gone with the wind. I did the binge and waltzed the city, trying to cleanse my gullet. Swung the circle, woke her back here again. We sung before Venice did. Bee stung on my penmanship. The piggyback right broke my spine, made a landmine in my sentiment. We sung before Venice did. And my ego, honey, I shrunk the kids. We sung before Venice did. Now I'm back here on my genesis.
Yeah. You are now in tune to the sound of things I should have said a year ago. My name is Otis Mensah. I'll be your narrator for this evening's tragedy, carrying beauty entrenched in chaos. Yeah, mainly chaos, but here we find solace in that. As we casually meander the overwhelming discourse, take a stabbing glance to your left, and you'll see everything is changing. For the good, for the bad, for the worse, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same, and while steering, it's been brought to my attention that I possess somewhat of a protruding vein, potentially a blood clot. Thank God for the Google, bringing a diagnosis to a hole near you, or diagnostic depending on how you're being ridden. The more I look into the void, the bigger the void is, filled with killer mosquitoes, rats and the wolves, things dreams are made of. The moral of the proverb, don't worry about it. Time's gonna take you for a ride, stick his tongue down your throat, enjoy it while it stretches. And if you were wondering, this is indeed a poem. More a poem than not a poem.
Covered in ticks and brine, I lick my lips to taste the tears I've cried. Tickle my face and spine, pour the eclipse over my eyes, I love a waste of night. The mountain fade with time, don't pick those scabs like berries or flowers and stay alive. my morning ray of light. Gardener of your labyrinth and this pain of mine.
I can see the world from this terrace and it look like you. The clouds look like us, birds in my pocket. We're all caught up in a gust, sending up haikus. Lick the crisis out the cup like the rut I choose. Gut bloated, I don't duck, I goose. You can fool me like a mutt, I'll strut. Hair tangled, I got nothing to lose. Body in knots like the plot I screwed. Feed me coins, clog my purse, shucks the payout soon. Another diet born, a new blue moon. Slew the slove and boo and bottle it up. I need to sell it bad, that's what I do. The brush ain't earning, need a part-time job. Murakami barn burning and I'm yearning to look. I'll even trim my nails, shed a love handle, bandage my mood. Play it whimsical, the tie in the soup. Bite my cuticles, the flies in the food. Stale the bread, frail the fluke. Join the subreddit, get over the slump. Before we know it, it's June. Tycoon of time, spent the years I'm broke. Made a typhoon out of fear and loss. Only yesterday the blossom had bloomed. Black hole from beating the bruise. Die as a duo, me and my droog.
Covered in ticks and brine, I lick my lips to taste the tears I've cried. Tickle my face and spine, pour the eclipse over my eyes, I love a waste of light. The mountain fade with time, don't pick those scabs like berries or flowers and stay alive. My morning ray of light, gardener of your labyrinth and this pain of mine.
Rolling credits, my lonely fetish. So these messages together make it mean something and fiend something. My waxing crescent, pining for fullness. I was content emptier than ever. Flap my flaccid feathers, crash my ego, then I planned the wedding. There's a sitcom in my head again. The grass is always wetter. Eroticism out of educated guesses. Find your story in the weather. A time of testing, 40 years in the desert. Keeling over, genuflecting. It ain't over till it's severed. It ain't broken, I've been zealous. You're my closest, I'm embedded. What the folklore or affirmations? I need something more obsessive. I want someone to be buried with, a treasure trove to cherish. I took my trauma in my jeans and lost my fear with you. We went to the documentary festival. I dropped a tear with you. I spent some years with you. All I endear is you. I'll never write you off, though time is gone since I miss you.
In the bed when we were closer, getting sober again. When you swore the phone was bubblegum blush, but you jumped back in the end. Now we only getting older, feeling colder in the flesh. When you told me kill the spiders, the house put the woodlouse of friends.
The woodlouse of friends. There's holes in the ceiling I wouldn't pull out again. The wallpaper's peeling, I've got enough hours to spend. It's all in the dreaming, I don't come out again. Yeah, the woodlouse of friends. There's holes in the ceiling I wouldn't pull out again. The wallpaper's peeling, I've got enough hours to spend. It's all in the dreaming, I don't come out again. Cycling backwards, it's just life in the caste system. Mice in the casket, cranky. Lice in the mattress, crafting castles out of split ends and dead tissue and dormant dreams. I make a living forging death certificates where the precipice is. Dropping firecrackers off in the heart of the night. You were studying your masters, I came bearing cold sandwiches and warm hibiscus. You bought me that trip to Lisbon, extended grace and our movie subscription. Yank it with haste, I hope it soothes your blisters. A rude awakening to cruel enigmas. Could we be cool by Christmas, paralyzed by this new volition? Like when you lose religion. Grind my teeth, flaunting gums like eucalyptus. Stiff up a lip in every picture. Apartment listings, car binges, clinics, my hair is thinning. To be a millennial is carcinogenic, I think we perish quicker. Every thistle, every whisker, hyper aware of every minute. Every woodlouse that riddled our tiny house, now derelict is a comforting reminder of your sublime, I'm reminiscing.
In the bed when we were closer, getting sober again. When you swore the phone was bubblegum blush, but you jumped back in the end. Now we only getting older. lousy friends. There's holes in the ceiling I wouldn't pull out again. The wallpaper's peeling, I've got enough hours to spend. It's all in the dreaming, I don't come out the den. Yeah, the wood lousy friends. There's holes in the ceiling I wouldn't pull out again. The wallpaper's peeling, I've got enough hours to spend. It's all in the dreaming, I don't come out the den.